Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. You're welcome to take a seat on your mat. You can have a cushion under your bum if you wish. You can have your legs crossed like myself, or you could be sitting on your shins with a cushion between your heels and your bum, or any position essentially that allows you to feel fairly free and somewhat comfortable while sitting on the ground. You could potentially even sit in a chair as well if you wish. Once you've found your position and you've done a little bit of wiggling around to find your rooting through the sit bones, okay, bring the hands on the top of the thighs, face up or face down if you wish. And then you're welcome to close your eyes. This will feel safe or comfortable. Keep the eyes half open, looking at the bridge of your nose instead. No problem at all. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. And then let it out through your mouth with a sigh. Again, big inhale through the nose. And then out through the mouth. And then just one more time on your own. Biggest breath. Beautiful. Now 3 more breaths, but now in through the nose and out through the nose, starting to internalize our awareness, connecting with how you're feeling in this moment, both emotionally, mentally, and physically. So take those 3 breaths to tap into how you're doing today. And some days we may feel good, other days we may feel low or down or have tension in the body. And know that either way, this is a perfect moment. And the best thing we can do for ourselves is to keep that open acceptance of trying to be as much in each moment as we can without grasping for something different or having aversion to something we're experiencing. Bring the hands, start center, palms connect. We can continue to have the eyes half closed or fully closed. Feel the connection of the heat of the palms and each fingerprint and thumb pad pressing into its counterpart. As we continue to breathe in and out of the nose, if possible, we're going to be working quite a bit through the arms, wrists, shoulders, heart space area, like front of the chest. And we're going to be doing this in a way that allows us to tap into the inner joy that exists and not in need of fulfillment from our external worlds. And this lives within the heart center space, front and back of the chest. As well, we get quite congested when we sit for long periods of time in this area. So we'll also be working probably through a little bit of physical tension as well. Okay, we're going to start us off with a little bit of Kundalini, where you start to rub your hands together. If you wish to keep the eyes closed, you can, or you can open them. And you're going to rub them quite quickly together, so you create a lot of friction between the hands. Okay, and you can even press the hands a little more firmly into one another to create more heat, and then go faster, much faster. Okay, we're going to keep doing this for about a minute, and you might even notice you start feeling it through maybe the forearms, or the triceps, or the shoulders are getting fatigued. And just do your best to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, now go as fast as you can, as fast as you can. Okay, you're almost there. Keep going as fast as you can. And then place the hands over your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Blink your eyes open in the darkness of your hands. And then release the hands down. Take a single breath in. Notice how it really invigorates not only the heart space, but you might experience some vibrational quality or tingling through the hands and arms. Okay, moving on, interlace the fingers behind your back. Bring your hands over to your right hip. To your left hip. Over to your left hip. Breathe in to grow tall. And then we're going to drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. We can allow the chin to stay neutral, or we can dip it down, lift it up, circulate a little bit gently, and then maybe find a spot that feels good to stay for 3 deep breaths. Weigh down the right shoulder and breathe wide, deep inhales to your chest. And come back to center, change sides. We don't have to under-interlace, just move the fists to the other side. Grow tall on the breath in, and then exhale the opposite direction with your ear. Okay, so it's right ear towards right shoulder. Head of the left shoulder weighs down as the spine stays tall. And you can either tuck the chin or lift the chin, finding a place of comfort with a little bit of stretch, focusing on deeper inhales. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring the arms in front. Inhale, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, back and down. If we bring your arms in front of you, and bring the right arm underneath our left. You can either grab for opposite shoulders and then lift the elbows up away from your chest, or you can try to twist tie the arms. Twist tie might be that we have the back of the hands to one another, or all the way around where the palms connect. It's going to depend on you and a little bit of your bone structure as well. Regardless of whether you're twist tying, you're going to lift those elbows up a little bit higher. Okay, maybe the hands are on the shoulders, and then let's draw the elbows away from the heart, but the heart's going to move away from the shoulders, or from the elbows, I should say. This way, we're getting this contrast of pulling out, but drawing the center of the upper back away. So that way we're staying upright in our spine. We're not leaning forward because of the pull of the elbows. Okay, take 3 deep breaths. For those of you who have interlaced, we can bring the thumbs away from our face. Or the twist tie, so to speak, not the interlace, but very similar concept. Good, release the arms. You can have the hands on the knees again if you'd like. Give yourself a shoulder roll. Let's do the other side. Left arm under the right. We can grab opposite shoulders. And for some of us, if we're really snug in the back body, we might even have to go to elbows, okay, with our hands. And that's fine. That's no problem at all. Okay. Choose your variation, either opposite shoulders, maybe the elbows, or we can do this little twist tie with the hands. Lift the elbows higher and then draw the elbows away from the heart. Back of the heart away from the elbows. And if you've got the twist tie of the arms, the thumbs move away from your face, creating space. Take 3 deep breaths. Nice big expansion through the back of the heart. Okay, we can release. Again, hands can come to the knees. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. If this isn't accessible, we can take a strap, okay, between the hands. Okay, whether you're doing the strap or the interlace, we're going to turn the palms to face up towards the sky. Lift through the midline of your spine. Lift through the upper back. Straighten the elbows as much as accessible. And then as you're breathing in, focus on the extension, the reach up through the crown of your head, through the palms to the sky. And on the exhale, focus on the connection of the base of your spine, your sit bones to the earth. Okay, 3 breaths. The inhale to extend. The exhale to root. Inhale to stretch up, navel in. The exhale to root. Last one on your own. Inhale, release the hands apart or move your strap. And then exhale, we'll bring the left arm down, the right arm over. This will be our last seated one. Inhale, reach the sky all the way up, both arms. Exhale, right arm down and left arm over. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, over. Inhale up. And exhale over. And inhale, reach the sky. And relax the arms down. Let's come off of our bum to standing. Okay, feet hip distance apart. Just notice how you feel so far. Got a little bit of warmth in those shoulders already. Yeah. Okay, if we happen to be standing on carpet, you may wish to have a wall beside you for balance. If you're not standing on carpet and you feel quite firm in your feet, you may be fine and be accommodated already as is. Okay, we're going to pair this with breath today, movement and breath, before we get into some of our vinyasas. Okay, breathing in, we'll lift arms up overhead. Lift onto your tippy toes, as high as you can, reach the whole body, and then exhale, come down. Now the trick of this one is fun to do, is try to get your heels and your arms by your side at the same time. So heels to the ground, arms by your side at the same time. You don't have to if you're new to this though, okay? Now we're going to do some breath counts. As you're breathing in, we're going to inhale to lift for 4, nice and slow with the arms, 3, lifting with the heels, 2, stretch the whole body, core pulls in, and then exhale, come down, there's no count. It's hard to get the heels and the arms to land at the same time. Inhale, lifting for 5, slowing the movement of the body down, 4, 3, 2. The peak of the inhale is the peak of your reach of your arms, and then exhale, come down. If it's too much with the arms, hands could be on the hips. Let's try again. Inhale, lifting for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach, 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 whole body, and exhale down. Okay, we're going to do it again. Inhale, lifting for 7, 6, 5. So we're just slowing down control, especially in the ankles. The arms only lift as high as the heels, and the last little bit, 1, and then exhale down. Okay, I want you to do one more on your own. Maybe attempt an 8 count inhale, but it's up to you. Okay, go ahead. Okay, beautifully done. Let's step to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart center. We'll just run through a couple gentle sun salutations to work through the entire spine for the continue of our warm-up. Okay, breathing in, lift your arms up. Overhead, palms might connect, looking up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the thighs, shins, or the ground. Bending the knees a lot. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the legs, looking a little forward today. And then exhale, bow forward, plant the hands, downward dog. Let's step back. Inverted V here. Bend the knees a lot. This is your first one today. Push your arms, a little bit more strength there. And then draw the core in, okay, as we feel the fingers and toes rooting. And breathe in, come forward into plank. Exhale, drop your knees, anchor the tops of your feet down, and then bend the elbows back to come all the way to the ground in one line, hips, shoulders, and nose. Breathing in, baby cobra, lift your heart. And then exhale, come back down. We're going to do 3 of these. That's 1. Again, let's inhale and lift. Shoulders back, tops of feet down. Exhale, nose kisses the floor. Last time. Okay, exhale down to kiss the floor. Inhale to tabletop, push the ground away. Exhale, downward dog as you curl your toes under. Big stretch for the back. Inhale, look forward, walk to the front of your mat with your feet hip distance apart. Halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, curl down as you pull your core in. Root through the feet, inhale, rise, reach to the sky, arms can come up overhead. Look up if it's okay for your balance, and then hands to heart center. Let's do it again with a variation on our back bend. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up, squeeze your bum. Maybe palms connect. Exhale, fold forward, drawing your awareness deeply inwards. Inhale, halfway lengthen, hands to legs. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, forward into plank. Drop your knees, point your toes, and bring yourself all the way to the ground, onto your belly. Okay, this time, let's reach our arms alongside our body. Turn the palms face in so the thumbs turn down. Keep the tops of the feet down, and inhale, lift the heart off the ground, and lift your arms up off the mat as well. Arms parallel each other behind your back. Breathing in, lift a little taller. Press the tops of feet down so the kneecaps lift. And then exhale, soften a little towards the floor. Last one, inhale to lift. And then exhale all the way down, hands to the ground. Inhale through tabletop, press back. Exhale to child's pose, knees wide, toes touch and bum to the heels. A reminder that we come to this position of child's pose at any time or laying on our side or our back body if our knees aren't going to fly with this today. They don't like it. Okay, one last breath. And come back up into tabletop, hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Inhale, walk to the front of your mat, rooting the feet, halfway lift, look a touch forward, not too much on the neck. And exhale, bow as you bend your knees. Inhale, reach the sky, arms come all the way up, look up, palms might connect. And exhale, hands to heart, navel draws back. Okay, let's do another one. Inhale, reach all the way up, look up. Rooting through the feet, exhale, bow forward, hands to thighs, shins or the ground. Breathing in, halfway lengthen, shoulders back, spine long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a single breath here. And we're going to go a little into our flow. Bring your big toes to touch. Bend your knees a little more and press through the arms. Inhale, let's go ahead and lift the left leg to the sky. And step your left foot forward up to your left thumb. Might take a couple steps. Step the back foot forward a little bit and then root your right heel down for warrior one. Feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Okay. Lunge the front leg forward, knee over ankle, and then straighten up through the back right leg. Square off your hips, right hip a little forward, and then activate that right glute as you lift from the midline of the spine up towards the hands. If our shoulders are tender, you can bend the elbows at any time. Okay, that's the action we're going to do. Breathing in, lift up tall. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Bring your big toes to touch, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, let's lift the left leg to the sky, the right leg to the sky. And step the right foot forward up to your right hand. We'll step that back foot in a little to root the left heel down to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale to lunge your front knee over front ankle. Got that strong, straight back left leg. Heel is on the floor for your support, your earthly support. And yet we feel a upliftment around the midline of the spine, giving us some length, some height. Breathe in to stretch up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk to the front of your mat. Root your feet and halfway lift, heart forward. Exhaling to bow. Inhale, reach the sky, arms come all the way up overhead. And hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to put this all together now with a little more speed, a little more heat, and a little more invigoration for the back bends to cultivate that spaciousness in the heart. Okay, take extra breaths whenever you need. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Let's lift the heart a little bit more, a little back bend. Palms might connect. Exhale, core in as we fold forward over our thighs. Breathing in, halfway lengthen, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot up to the left thumb, right heel roots down for warrior one. Inhale, reach to the sky, arms come up. Exhale, find your lunge forward and pause. Bring your heart, lengthen it forward so spine is in line with your back leg, and bring your hands to heart center. Okay, breathing in, you're going to reach the arms out wide into a cactus. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, and press through the back right heel. And then come back to center, lean forward, navel in, hands to heart center. You're going to add breath counts. Inhale, we're opening up for 4, 3, 2, press through the back heel, squeeze your bum. Exhale, lean forward, navel in. Good, continue. Inhale for 5, opening the arms 4, lifting the elbows 3, lifting the gaze. Exhale, back to center, lean forward. Inhale, lift open for 6, 5, 4. Keep that front knee stable over the front ankle. 2, Lift, lift, lift the collarbones up. Draw the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. And then come back to center. Lean forward. Good. Inhaling for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift out of the waistline, right from the low back up to the mid shoulder blades. 2, shoulder blades back. And exhale back to center. Do this last one on your own. It can be up to 8 count breath in, but it's up to you. Go for it. Inhale, reach the sky, straighten the front leg. Exhale, plant the palms to the ground. Step into plank. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, drop the knees, point the toes, and bring your body all the way to the ground. Okay, inhale, baby cobra, lift the heart, shoulders back, kneecaps lift. Exhale, either straight back to downward dog or through the knees. 1 breath. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forward up to your right thumb. Step the back foot forward, root the left heel for warrior 1. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, lunge the front leg forward, knee over ankle, not beyond. Okay, hands to heart center, lean forward so your heart's in the same line as your back leg. Breathing in, lift the heart, lift the arms into cactus, squeeze your bum, look up. And then exhale, lean forward, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale this time for a count of 4, 3, 2. Lift out of your waistline, look up. Exhale back to center. Lean forward, unclaw the front toes. Good. Inhale for 5, lifting up 4, 3. Squeeze your left glute, press through the back heel, look up. And exhale back to center. It's not uncommon for one side to be quite different. Good. Inhale for 6, 5, 4. Squeeze your bum. Lift out the low back. Pull the shoulder blades back and look up. Exhale back to center. Okay, do the 2 last ones on your own. The 7 count and possibly an 8 count. Go ahead. This is inhaling. You're counting while you're inhaling. And you met back at center. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, straighten the front leg. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, forward into plank. Option to drop the knees and chaturanga halfway or all the way to the ground. We can do a baby cobra or an upward dog now with the knees lifted, the gaze up, elbow straight. Exhale over the knees, downward dog, or through the knees, up to you. 1 deep breath. And beautiful. Let's inhale forward into plank. Okay, I'm not going to mirror you in this one. Let's place our right hand under our nose and slightly forward of our face. Look under the body, feet are hip distance apart. Roll into the outer edge of your right foot, inner arch of your left foot, and press strongly through that right hand so you can free the left arm to the sky. The option here is you can step your left leg in front, bending the knee, so the left foot is pointing out away from your center of your mat, and it helps you to lift the hips and give a big stretch to the outer line of the leg. Left arm would continue to be up to the sky. Again, I'm not mirroring you in this one. Okay, stay strong in your right ankle, strong flexion in your right foot. Option, bring the left arm over your head and lift the side body a little higher for that stretch in the side of the arm, right up through the serratus. A few seconds left. Breathing strong. Navel in, and downward dog. Good job. We'll do the other side. I'm going to change just so I can still face you. We're going to place the left hand slightly under our nose, slightly forward of our face. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner arch of the right foot. Again, I'm not mirroring you for this one, and place your right arm up to the sky. The option here is to step your right foot forward and up, so the right toes turn out and your right knee is bent, to give you a little bit of a lift, a little help. Also gives you a stretch for the outer right hip. Okay, we can stay here, navel in. Nice strong left ankle. That's the long straight leg right now. And the option is to bring the right arm over your head, to press through the left arm, to lift through the left ribs away from the ground, to stretch and extend through the right. A few seconds left here. If you're clenching your teeth, unlock them. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. You have an option of staying in downward dog, going to child's pose, or going through a flow. Flow of your choice. Beautiful. Bring your knees to the floor. I'm just going to return to my other side here. And I'm going to do a little shoulder opener. So just a reminder, if you've never done this before, for our dolphin, okay, you're going to grab your opposite elbows. So we're on our knees right now, seated. You can just grab your opposite elbows. This is the distance you want, once you're on the ground, of your elbows from one another. Okay, so get a good idea. So let's place our elbows on the ground. Give yourself some space here. You're going to grab opposite elbows with your hands, so you've got the right distance for your shoulders to your elbows. And then you're going to reach your hands forward and interlace your fingers. Release your pinky fingers, so it looks like a little triangle underneath. Just release the pinky fingers forward. They can connect fingerprint to fingerprint, and your elbows are on the ground, and the outer edges of your pinkies are on the floor. Okay? Look under your body. Walk your knees back, curl your toes under, and then press the ground away through the arms so your hips start to want to shift back. And then lift your knees off the floor. Keep pressing strongly through the arms, pressing the ground away, and squeezing the hands together, particularly the thumbs, while separating and kind of rolling your upper shoulders away from one another. So there's a spiraling action happening. Okay, the further away your feet are from your body, the gentler it is on your shoulders. The closer your feet are to your shoulders, the more intense it's going to be. So be mindful here. You can hold up to 5 more breaths, or anytime go to child's pose. The tendency when we get fatigued is to sink into the shoulders, which is a little more dangerous for them. So we want to keep pushing the ground away so the head is off the ground. Okay, last 2 breaths. Good. Release the knees, child's pose, hands towards the feet as an option, and forehead to a cushion or right to the ground. 3 breaths. This is a great time to check in with how we're feeling emotionally and mentally in particular, and any physical responses as well. Downward facing dog. Got one more sequence with the arms before we move on. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and bring those big toes together, bend the knees, press through the arms. So again, getting that nice lift and strength. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky and step your left foot up to your left thumb. We're going to do a lunge, full lunge. So your back heel's lifted here and the ball of the foot is on the ground. Hands to the front thigh to lift you. Okay, get your support. And then inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Okay, runner's lunge would be extended forward. If it's still too much for the low back today, we would lean forward and we accommodate the low back and its needs. Yeah. If the shoulders are a little tired, we could always bend the elbows. Remember that, please. Okay. As we breathe in and lift the spine away from the hips. We can squeeze our right glute, straighten the right knee, and lunge a little further. To get that right hip flexor to release, draw the core in from the sideline in towards center, like you're trying to suction from each hip inwards towards the core, towards the center line of your core. Okay, grab your right wrist with your left hand, turn the right palm out, stretch up, and then lean a little over to the left. How much you lean is really dependent on how you feel, and this also could be taken from a low lunge. Okay, We could do this with the knee down, no problem at all. Last breath. Good, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, pivot open to warrior two. Okay, I'm going to change my position so you can still see me. Okay, so it will be your left leg in front, your right leg behind you. So again, it's likely that I'm not mirroring you now. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just mirror you? That might just be a little more accommodating for you. So I'll just mirror you for this one. So left foot forward, the right leg back, right toes pivot in a little, and we lunge forward into that front leg, extend the arms out. Okay, we're going to bring the left arm up, bring it down to the base of the neck, bring the right hand behind you, palm faces out. You can either grab your clothing or bend down and grab your strap. Put a strap between your hands. Draw the lower ribs in and take a breath. That's a lot. It's a lot going on here. Good. Breathe in to stretch up. Keep your lunge. And then exhale, we're going to dancing warrior. So you're going to lean back like you're trying to dip the left shoulder, right shoulder, towards your right thigh. Okay. And that left elbow that's close to your ear and reaching up to the sky is going to draw back and in towards the back of your head. Okay, we're going to come back to center, but keep the arms as they are. Straighten the front leg and turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Okay, so you either have a grip of your hands to each other, a strap or sock between your hands, or you're grabbing your clothing. Yeah, I think that's clear. All right, breathe in, stretch up, pull the core in, bend the knees and start to fold forward. The tendency will be the left arm will try to slide forward of the face. Keep the left arm lifting up and only go as far down as is comfortable and safe for your shoulder. So you need to go slow and remember to accommodate what's best for you today. Okay, deep wide breaths through the side ribs. Okay, bend the knees, press to the feet, squeeze your bum to rise up. Do not release the hands yet. Come all the way up first and then slowly release them. Give yourself any movements in the shoulders you feel like is necessary. Pivot your feet, so left toes face forward. Windmill your hands to frame your front foot, downward facing dog. Optional flow here or hang out, or we could be doing some gentle cat-cows, where you dip the belly to the ground and round the spine to the ceiling if we need to accommodate some gentle movement. And we'll meet in downward dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Strong arms. Press through the index finger and thumb. Bend the knees. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Step the right foot forward up to your right thumb. We want a little space between our feet. Otherwise, it's like you're on a balancing beam. Runner's lunge. We lift the back heel like you're in a runner's block. Press through the front foot, hands to front thigh. And we can stay here, which is very accommodating to the back, or we can lift arms all the way to the sky with that option of bending the elbows. Okay, straighten up the back leg, press through the ball of the front foot and the heel. And if this doesn't feel good today, we can always drop the back knee. Okay, accommodate where you're at today. Okay, turn the left palm out, grab the left wrist with your right hand, inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, lean a little to the right. Draw the navel in, squeeze your left glute, and straighten out your left leg. If the chin is collapsing, a small lift. Inhale, reach the sky, straighten up your spine. You may need to lift the back leg now, and we'll pivot open to warrior two. And I'm just going to accommodate mirroring you on this side. Right foot forward, left toes ever so slightly turn in, and as we lunge forward, you should be able to see your big toe when you look down. Okay, settle into your feet. We're going to take that right arm up to the sky, place the right hand to the back of your neck, turn the left thumb down, bring the left hand behind your back, and start to walk the left hand up your back. Now we are very commonly not the same on both sides, So we could take a strap between the hands, okay, a sock, or we could even grab the clothing, like our shirt, okay, so that there's some kind of grip there. That's really helpful to stabilize in the shoulders, and then that way you can focus on the core and the other areas. Okay, take a moment once you've gotten your grip to draw that right elbow in towards your face and towards the back of your head. Draw the navel in, and then we're going to do an inhale, stretch up. We'll do dancing warrior, where we start to extend towards our back leg. The left shoulder dips down towards the left thigh. The spine stays like it's between two panes of glass. We're not twisting or torquing, but just leaning back, feeling extension between our right hip and our lower right ribs. Guys are doing great. I know this one's a tricky one. Navel in, support the low back. Okay, we come back up, we keep the grip of our hands, straighten the front leg and turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. The toes can pivot in slightly if we're a little tender or sensitive in the low back, SI joint sort of area. Bend the knees, inhale, stretch up, navel in, and as you start to fold, draw that right arm up towards the back of the head on the right side. Okay, and as we bow, we can bend the knees. We don't have to bow very far to make this effective. It's just too much today. We can definitely let go of it. We do not have to push through or persevere. Sometimes it's better to go the more relaxing direction than to put force behind the posture. Okay, a few deep breaths. The tendency will be for that right elbow to drip forward and kind of get a little lazy, so keep drawing it slightly back. Bend the knees, root through the feet, squeeze your bum a little to rise up slowly, keeping the grip of your hands. Go slow, go slow. And only once your spine is straight can we soften and let go. That was soften and let go for you guys. That was a combo word. Do any movements of the shoulders we wish. Deep breath in. Very nice. Interlace the fingers behind your back. We can definitely have a strap sock between the hands if we wish. Breathe in to grow up, and then exhale, start to fold forward. Okay, dipping the head down, bending the knees a little, and then lifting the thumbs off the bum to get into those biceps, all the way down the forearms. One day, squeezing the hands together so the palms connect. Jaw is relaxed, tongue is soft, and close your eyes for 3 breaths. Okay, start to rise up, keep the hands interlaced or in your strap. Squeeze the bum. Come slowly, the hands will naturally come towards your tailbone, and then you can release the hands. Walking the feet slowly together. If you got any kind of head rush, look down, but keep the eyes open. Chin towards chest. Stand in Tadasana, palms by your side. You might turn to gaze forward and take a pause. Notice how you feel. And we're going to go ahead and turn to face the front of the mat. It doesn't have to be right at the front of the mat. Just 1 or 2 little pieces to do a nice reset, to incorporate all this work we've done in the shoulders individually, to mold them together. Okay? And this is another one of our breath counts to open the capacity of our breathing. And when you do that, you actually open the capacity of the hips too. Okay? The hip flexors actually intricately woven with your diaphragm muscle, like the same connection point on the spine. They have a symbiotic relationship. Okay, so if you can open your breath and expand your capacity of breathing, you actually help to release the hips as well. Okay, so do your very best to accommodate the breath counts that I'm offering today. But take an extra sip if you feel dizzy or anything like that. Okay, feet hip distance apart, arms down beside you. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And then exhale, sit back and down like you're going into a chair, trying your best to keep your arms overhead. Let's check in with our chair. Bring the hands to the tops of the knees. Shift the shins back. Lift the heart, straighten the elbows, and draw the navel in. Okay, then re-lift your arms up. If you want to go extra today, try to get your palms to touch and keep your elbows straight. That's tricky. That's a hard one. Okay. If we're being accommodating, the hands might reach forward instead. Okay, so make those considerations. Breathing in, lift the heart a little. Exhale, sit really low, ribs towards thighs, and then reach the arms down and then back behind you. Tuck your chin, looking at your toes. Inhale, come back into chair, arms come up. Exhale to stay here. Inhale to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. So that's the whole movement, and we're going to add breath. Are you ready? Inhale, lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, sit back and down. There's no count. Inhale, stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, sit low and swing the arms down and back. Tuck the chin. Inhale, back in a chair for 5, 4, 3. And essentially, you're trying to make your breath about 5 counts long. Exhale to stay. Navel in. Okay, we're standing. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, bring the arms down. Creates a lot of heat, a lot of fire in the body. Let's continue. Inhale for 6, lifting the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, sit back and down, core in. Inhale for 6, staying. 5, 4, 3. Exhale, sit the bum back and down. Really deep squat, hands sweep back. Inhale, coming back to your chair for 6, 5, 4, 3, and just do your best. We can only ask ourselves to do our best. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale to stand for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, relax the arms down. Okay, we're going to keep going. Inhale, lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, sit the back and down. Navel in. Find a point of focus. Inhale for 7 seconds. Count it on yourself. And then exhale, sit low and sweep down and back. Inhale, lifting to chair for 7, 6, 5. Squeeze your bum. 4, 3. Stay here for your exhale. Shift the shins back. We're almost there. You're so close. Inhale, standing for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, release the arms down. All right, this is the big one. This is the last one. Do 8 counts on your own. I'll guide you, but you're counting. Okay, I'll just say inhale, and you're doing the 8 count inhale in your head. All right, let's do it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So close, we're almost there. Inhale. And exhale. Stand for 3 breaths, normal breathing. Notice how you feel, especially. This can really dislodge stress, old emotions in the body, different mental busyness. Just stand for a moment. This was our peak posture today, this 8 count Utkatasana pose. All right, let's come to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Look up if you'd like. Little back bend here. And then exhale, bow forward. Breathing in halfway, lift heart forward. And exhale, step into plank to drop your knees and come right onto your belly. Okay, let's roll onto our back. Laying onto our back. Bend the knees, feet to the floor. Okay, arms down beside you. You're going to bring the hands underneath the bum. So the palms face down, and I've got long arms, so I'm more at my wrists than my hands under my bum around my tailbone, but some of you might be more your hands. Depends on the person. And the elbows can be slightly bent if that's more comfortable. Just accommodate yourself. Lift your legs up to the sky. The hands are there to support your low back for core work. If we've got some consideration going on in the low back, you can skip this and just be restful. Okay? Breathing in. Exhale, let's bring the right leg down to the ground. Just to hover and press out through the right heel as you press up through the left. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, left leg down, press out to the left, press up through the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right leg down, hover. Shoulders soft, inhale, center. Exhale, left leg down to hover. Inhale, center. 2 more sets, both sides. Try to keep the shoulders soft, the jaw unclenched. And the fun part is trying to smile through the whole thing. I particularly dislike core work. It's one of my slightly weaker areas, so I tend to dislike it. So I try to smile as best I can. Last set for some of you. And obvious, I don't know if this is obvious, but the slower you go, the harder it is. The more work it's going to take. So you guys might have beaten me to finish. Okay, keep your legs up though. I know some of you may have already bent them. It's okay. Keep the legs up. Squeeze them together and press through the heels. If you need to bend the knees, do that. Okay? Breathing in. Exhale, bring your legs halfway to the ground. Halfway is your definition of halfway. Breathe in. And as close to the ground as you can with your legs, squeeze the bum, press through the heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Halfway up again. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then all the way up again. Hold it for a breath. And then bend the knees, hands to the shins, give yourself a rock. That's tremendously hard to do and teach at the same time. So hopefully it landed all right for you. Okay, place the feet on the floor. Bring the arms alongside you, towards your feet, and just make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Big toes connect, pinky edge of the foot connects, and the heel. Okay, breathing in, lift your bum up off the floor, bring your arms overhead. And then exhale, bring everything down. It's another one of our breathing movement counts. Okay, this time breathing in, we're starting inhale at 6, lifting the arms 5, lifting the bum 4, chin to chest 3, 2, arms touch the ground behind you, and then exhale everything down. See if you can get the hands and bum to land at the same time. A little mindfulness technique here. Inhale, lifting for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach, 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 press through the heels. Exhale down. Okay, 8 count. Inhale for 8, lifting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach, 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 and exhale down. Okay, I want you to do one more, but challenge yourself. See how long you can extend your inhale. Okay, so really just slow it down as much as you can, your breath in, and then just count and see where you land. Okay, go ahead. and then once you've landed in rest, you're going to roll to one side and move on to your belly. Okay, once you're on your belly, hands are beside you, fingers face forward, elbows point up. Okay, breathing in, lift your heart up off the ground, hold here, and then exhale, bend your right knee, heel to bum. Keep it there, inhale, lift a little higher with some strength in your arms, and then exhale everything down. Toe to the ground, nose kisses the floor. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend the left knee, heel to bum. Keep it there. Inhale, lift higher, press through the arms. And exhale down. Mindful of how our back's feeling. Let's go again. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend right knee. Keep it there. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale all the way down. Last time. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, left knee bends. Keep it bending in. Inhale, lift higher. And exhale down. Good. Our final position here is going to reach the hands towards your feet, kick your heels to your bum, maybe grab your outer ankles. If this is not accessible, reach back, but don't touch your feet, okay? But bring your big toes to touch so you know where your feet are in space if you're not gripping your ankles. If you're gripping, kick your feet into your hands, lift your heart, lift your knees, okay, for bow pose. If you're not gripping the feet, you can kick the heels up, or if the big toes touch, reach the arms back, back, back beyond the legs, and lift the knees. You can do it either way, whether you have the grip or not. Okay, 3 of your best breaths, biggest inhales. Expand through the front of your collarbones. Maybe a little rock happens. And relax down. One ear to the mat, arms beside you, and a little wiggle of your hips. You can move to child's pose at any time or rest on your belly for your next few breaths. Breathing the full capacity, the full expansion of your breath in, the full ability of your breath out to soften and release that which is shifted and moving through the body that's no longer needed, that's ready to go. Let's rise up. Come to seated. We'll bring our feet together, knees open wide. This is a great place for a cushion under your bum. The more height you have under the bum, the gentler it can be on the hips. And you can also accommodate with cushions or blocks under your knees, because not everyone has deep external rotation in their bone structure. I happen to have that, but not everyone does. So you might be bone-on-bone contact. Okay, so it can be much nicer to have knees higher. Your feet can be close or far away from your body, long diamond or squish diamond. And then once you've found your placement, hands to your feet and start to lengthen forward, looking down, closing the eyes, 5 deep breaths. Taking your time to rise up. Bring the knees together, your hands can help. Stretch the legs forward. Take all that good stuff out of the way under the fleshiness of your bum. Okay, and then we'll do a little twist here. So bend your right knee in towards the chest. Okay, flex the left ankle so foot draws towards your face. And you can stay here with the foot inside the leg, or we can step the right foot over. One's not better than the other, depends on you. Okay, reach the right hand behind you, like tenting the fingers, gives you a lift. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right, and either grab the outside of the right leg, or you can wrap the arm around, depending on your mobility. And we'll twist ourselves with strength of our core and our exhales to the right. Gazing over your right shoulder is available. And come back to center. Let's change sides. If you're really snug in the hips, the foot to the inside of the leg may be more accommodating, okay, to the body. Left hand behind you, you can tent your fingers if you're trying not to squish a cupcake under your hand. Press the ground away to lift the spine. Inhale, right arm up, and then twist to the left, choosing your hand placement to the shin, around the leg, or snuggling the leg in towards you as you turn to the left. Okay, the flexion in the right leg, right ankle, is there to help protect your right knee. Come back to center. Give yourself a double snuggle. Both knees in. Big breath through your back. You can even round your back away from the thighs as you tuck the chin down. And then lay onto your back. Grab your strap if it's still nearby. If you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. As you lay down, feet hip distance apart, rock your knees side to side for a little lower body twist. And bring the knees to center. Take your strap, bring your right leg into your chest, and bring your strap around the sole of your right foot. Send your leg up to the sky. We could also just be holding our leg if we don't have a strap today. I'm going to keep the left leg bent right now, and just notice how it feels to draw the leg towards your body. Okay, we did a lot of back bending, so the back body was doing a lot of work for us. So this might feel like heaven right now. The option is to straighten the left leg to the ground, to bring the strap into your left hand, bring your right arm down beside you, and then twist your right leg across your body to the left, walking your left hand down the strap for a nice grip. Adjust your shoulders and gaze to the right. You can relax the left ankle. Okay, and then we're in control of that twist. The potential here is to bend the right knee, hand to the outer right thigh, and not have the hamstring involved at all. Okay? 5 deep breaths. Okay, coming back to center. We'll just switch sides, starting with both knees bent. You can switch the strap to your left foot, right foot to the ground, knee bent, starting with the hamstring stretch and both hands on your strap or both hands on your leg. You can stay here, which is quite heavenly, or straighten out the right leg, transition the strap to your right hand, and twist your left foot and left leg across your body, reaching the left arm out, and option to gaze to the left. Now, if you're prone to migraines or headaches, it's much better to actually look in the same direction as your left leg or straight up to the sky. Okay. 5 breaths. As you come back to center, the strap can remain beside you. Lengthen both legs out. If we need some support for our back, we can put a cushion or blocks under our knees. Okay. We can also, if we are near a wall today, we could just snuggle up to a wall, bum towards the wall, and put the legs up the wall for extra release. If you're in Shavasana, arms down beside you, palms face up, ankles soften, just naturally probably away from each other, depending on your bone structure, and we can close the eyes. Just like how we started with 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, please do that again now, taking a genuine check-in to how you're feeling and your emotional and mental and physical state at the moment. Allowing the exhales to wash over you as a representation of release, of softening, of a conscious letting go, a conscious permission of letting go. Often our joy, the barrier to our joy is our attachment or aversion to things outside of us. So if we can use the exhale as an opportunity to give ourselves permission to let go and be in the moment. And our inhales as a doorway to this introspection, this inner space of joy, and our capacity for joy. So please use this kind of visual and reflective relationship to the breath for the next 6 breaths. Inhales the inward awareness. The exhale is like a wave over the body, giving permission to let go, to release. You are welcome to continue this meditative practice, this visual practice of connection, cultivation, and letting go, as much time as you might be able to spare today. However, if you need to return to your day, just please take your time, take some gentleness to shift back out of your practice and into your day. Thank you so much for joining. It's truly my pleasure to be able to guide you. A special little piece for next week, since we've done 3 weeks of very active, flowing practices. Next week will be a gentler, still strengthening beginning, but majority will be yin next week. So that's very exciting. If you have any requests, you can certainly email me at any time. I'll see you next time.